yeah, I'll just sit there and I'll do that for the day. And I'm like, man, this is really ruining this beautiful device for me.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hate everything about this.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of, I don't know.
So when
It's
you're on a
just,
modern computer,
it's not like a modern,
you're on your,
like this thing would be fantastic if all I did was edit video.
so that's what I'm
and-
asking. Yeah. Like,
like,
what are the things that you do on a computer where that doesn't happen?
yeah.
And you don't have to answer it necessarily.
Well, like I type on that laptop that doesn't even have like it's.
The
I
ThinkPad.
just use a fucking use a word processor, and
I have my old iBook,
and it's like, oh well, why are you like part of? I know it's like you're just acquiring gear, and I know that is like a feasible argument, but something feels less corrupted about that,
right?
Like I'm doing the website on my Mac, and it's like, it's fine. And like I love the Mac, and I love like all of that is amazing. It's just I wish I didn't have to corrupt it with the stupid stuff, and I could just use it for all the amazing stuff. Because then I think I would have a better vision of what it is. And I also I'm really kind of sick of multi-purpose everything. Everything is just so multi-purpose
and sort of limitless.
It's like, oh, it's useful, but it doesn't really do anything well. And it's cool because you can kind of do whatever you want, but it's all
like fragmented and you got to use this for this and this for this, and everything's
and
open.
Like if you think about it, that's what the internet is. But yeah, I don't. It's like everybody's just been trying to create their own privatized version of the internet for so many years. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And like all the software is like, well, it does 40 million things. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Cause I feel like, cause I picked up these two old iMacs, the white iMacs, and I've been chewing on an idea, whether it's an article or a video or whatever, but I'm like, what can you do with these? Are these still usable today? And I'm
even if you could install Linux on those things,
but even if it was just as simple as a word processor and you can play a DVD on it, I think that's enough to warrant. But $200.
Think about like if you literally opened it up and get like Linux on there, like a really efficient distro, and you take full advantage of like the processing power that the computer has, and then you can run a language model. And I know like we definitely probably have an audience of people who are like, fuck AI, like that's trash. And like, how cool is it that you can just interact? Like you could run it in your terminal even.
Sure.
And then it's not even like the branding. It's literally just your terminal. And you can ask it questions in real language, in English and broken English, and and it gives you whatever you need to know. Like you could do that.
Well,
and you could do it browserless. Like you could do that. You probably need a browser to like open things.
Right.
But you could do a really light browser. You could do that like a language model built into the terminal. You could do a word processor or like a really light, like a fountain screenwriting app or something. And then that's a kind of like the utopian idea of the computer.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. Like it's more about what it can't do than what it can, and it
like
feels...
it's a pain in the ass to get on Facebook because you don't have your passwords on there or anything like that.
Well, and the internet wouldn't even really work on a computer that old. With it would be so slow. And
if you're running a modern Linux, like really lightweight distribution, it probably would. Like you could install a modern browser most likely. As long as it was
just
pretty
like
lightweight.
just that the computer and the RAM and all that. I mean, obviously, if it's like a simplified version of a website, but like the full like web showing up, YouTube, the Apple website with all high definition graphics and all that, like a 15-year-old iMac's going to struggle.
I don't know how efficient it would be, but
that's what I want. I want.
Yeah, but I mean, again, though, you could have the access to all the information you need.
Right.
It would still run, Wikipedia or like I don't know, Wikipedia is a bad example,
but that's what's exciting about using AI on an old computer is it can still comb the internet quickly because it's just analyzing text essentially, or imagery or whatever, and we could see how sort of slow it would be at doing that. But if you could have a really bare bones,
it would fly through it though, because it's just pulling from the cloud.
Right.
It's just, so it's not like your computer's doing it, especially if it was terminal based. You're not
pulling
any kind of graphical.
And that's a whole
And
vibe in itself.
that's where I'm like, people that are shitting on AI, it's like, there's a world out there where, yeah, you have just, I mean, you see that guy building like the wood computers that you start with a key.
I know.
And I'm like, okay, this is a goofy product that costs way too much, but it's so cool. And all it is a language model. And it's just like built for you to sit down and just explore ideas with this thing. And then you can open up a word processor and type documents.
Yeah.
So it's like basically a typewriter that has access to all of the libraries.
And it can, exactly. Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
I know. So I want to figure out and just keep chewing on this idea of, with these old iMacs that I have and the iBook, how do we do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to figure that out. I want to have that resource on an old computer, but I can't really do much of anything else other than word processing. Yeah, like putting in a DVD, listening to music, you know what I mean? Like very simple things.
Yeah.
So that you can access the information, but not be on the internet.
Yeah.
It had been a golden afternoon, and I remember having the familiar conviction that life was beginning over again with the summer.